Joe presents Baz and Andrew's House of Rugby, together with Guinness.
Hello and you're very welcome to Baz and Andrew's House of Rugby here on Joe, together with Guinness. We're delighted to say we're going to be joined today by Wales international superstar prop Adam Jones and Irish superstar international winger Mr. Tommy Bowe, who are being brought over here by Guinness this week to talk about how rugby brings people together. Got a bit weird, I think, during the interview, didn't it?
It was our intention to up the weirdness a little.
Yeah.
And I think we just need to turn it back a wee bit.
Yeah. At one point, you asked him would he like to live here. I think you were referring to the weirdness.
Yes.
Would he like to live in that space? But he thought you meant in this building.
Yeah. Very politely, he said, yeah.
He's not fussy, is it?
Yeah.
Or Dublin. He liked the idea of living in Dublin. But anyway, you'll get the gist of it. But it was great to catch up with two former Ospreys teammates, obviously international heroes in their own right.
And a nice backstory as well. Tommy arrived in Ospreys, and the first man to put a pint in front of him, spend a bit of time with him, was Adam Jones. So
yeah,
it's nice.
Without further ado, here it is. Yeah, we're on. Guess what? We were just talking about Adam and Tommy's favourite TV shows, and I think we settled on Family Guy.
Family Guy, yeah. Yeah, I like Family Guy.
Only Fools and Horses.
Gavin Stacey.
Obviously, you're staying Gavin and Stacey with the Welsh. I'll go Father Ted, obviously Irish. And you're going to decide, be the decider.
He loves Dairy Girls.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, class show. Yeah.
Yeah. Haven't seen it. We were going to maybe get them on the show and see if they know much about rugby.
They probably watch.
Big fans, I'd say.
Yeah,
subscribers.
I'd say so.
Are they, where's that?
Derry?
Yeah.
Up north.
Oh, okay.
It's near London, Derry.
North.
So like,
Yeah.
Can you swear in this?
Huh?
Can you swear in this?
Absolutely.
Okay, so John.
I kind of said that with a
Go
question
on,
mark.
get out of your
no,
system.
just-
Go on.
In case
What have you got
anything
for
slips
us?
out.
Yeah.
Are you watching this? You?
I'm not.
That was like a threat.
He says flip and stuff like that
you
because
and
he's
Andy.
so, yeah.
Flipping sugar. Sugar.
You never know. These
See him wince anytime I go a little bit further. My wife watches this.
You're going to hell, man.
I have a friend called Tommy, and
Another friend.
yeah, and he secretly went to London and got Botox done, but then we found out, so we all called him Tommy Bowe. What you making that?
Botox, yeah.
That's good.
That's one of those ones where you kind of go, I'm not asking for me, it's for a friend.
Is that something you'd ever get
it's not
into?
me.
Would you get into that? Like,
Yeah,
Tommy
Bowe
Botox.
kind of has. Yeah, no,
as a product.
Bowe is a great one. I mean, it's tough. Like especially if you for children try and name a child because you have like Harry Bowe, the sweets. You have Dickie Bowe. You have Elbow. You have Lesbo. You have Columbo. Yeah.
Follow this, haven't you?
I have.
You
Yeah.
follow
Well,
up
it's something you do need to think about. I mean, when we had my daughter, it was kind of like, right, Emma,
So
okay,
Lucy.
no, that's fair enough. Well, Lucy is elbow. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, like, with that in mind, there was obviously a fake tan era when you boys were right in the middle of.
Brilliant.
You dug your heels in and said no. Did you start a group like?
Him?
Did you? Yeah.
No, he's in there.
You weren't in the tan group.
I was not in the tan group.
of course you weren't.
I wasn't.
You serious?
I am serious,
Adam,
Mr.
were
Jones.
you in the
I wasn't, but
cornrows group?
I did have corners, yeah. I did
Remember
have
the
corners.
cornrows?
Did you think that was the start of a new era? Right, the tan era's gone. Follow me, lads. I'm getting cornrows.
Did you win the Fanny of
It
it?
was
you
a
know
grand
how
slam
crazy it
match,
was?
and you had the cornrows, didn't
Well,
you?
well, we beat Ireland in Croke Park for the Triple Crown, yeah, with corners.
With cornrows.
So, how shit
You
is
were
on
gangster.
How shit is on you?
Yeah,
So I looked ridiculous.
you sure did.
That's
That's
what-
why I stuck my shoulder in your back.
Oh, maybe tell me that, yeah.
There you go.
It was
This is
good.
first-
We thought that fake tan era, if that was nowadays, like the 2019 equivalent, could be a Botox era. at the Ospreys. I think that's something that could kick
Well,
off.
they remember,
Probably couldn't afford
like
it.
at one stage they brought in like the band, the Tan.
They did, yeah.
Remember, so
Scott
in the
Johnson,
Ospreys, you had to have, you had to have 50 caps for the Ospreys, and you're allowed to wear white boots, and you had to have 100 caps before you're allowed to wear fake tan. It was a rule.
No way.
Yeah, they brought in a rule, ban the tan.
You did tan, though.
I didn't tan, I promise, I swear I didn't.
What a weird time to be
kind of-
alive that was, wasn't it? It was such a weird...
But it's weird, like in Wales, like like fake
Normal.
tan and
It
stuff
doesn't
was
happen
kind of
anymore,
normal.
is it?
Yeah, it's even worse now, yeah.
Is it?
Oh, really?
Boys from the valleys.
What about, like, has it gone on to more within rugby? Like, is it, you know, could we get...
I'd say it is. Even
Fake.
Well,
like
boys fake
in,
tan now.
I'd say some
You're
boys.
struggling to beat Gav and Bernie and Phil's
were
and stuff like that.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're struggling with that.
We used to, I
Who's the
remember
worst?
played.
Were they the worst?
Yeah.
Hooky as well.
Lucky Andy Powell.
They used to book in for a spray tan before going for a captain's run whenever we played away matches.
Yeah.
And then you told me before that the ball on the captain's run
Yeah.
would be all orange.
So like obviously there's like their hands
I
and
don't
you're
know if
like
I believe that.
wiping it off the ball and stuff. Yeah. Funny times. I mean, this is it for Wales. It's so close.
Before
but
captains, we'd have you know, captain's run you call it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so before test match on the Friday,
Yeah.
they drive down the M4 and Hookie's wife would spray tan them all. Powley, Bernie, Gav, Shane. There's about 6 of them, 6, 7 of them. They'd love it. Yeah,
And not me.
well, you were
There we
playing
go.
for Wales, were you? So you
Oh
were-
no, it wasn't. There you go. Okay, good.
You definitely did it. You would have done it because you were
I
there.
promise I didn't. Promise now. I knew.
Did you feel like you wanted to settle in? You wanted to get across there and kind of
Yeah.
settle? Did you feel like that might have been one of the things? I'm going to compromise. I'm going to be one of the boys. I'm going to get a fake tan.
Yeah, I definitely stood out because I had the whitest legs. You know when you're sitting in the change room and it's like all the backs sit together and like you have like Hookie, Gav, Bernie, Shane, Phil's eating them all there, and then I had my pasty white legs in the middle. I did feel left out, but I kind of thought it was a bit different, which is good.
Yeah.
And your accent, I suppose.
Yeah, well, that did help
was,
as well.
yeah, it did.
Yeah. And
That
did it
was
take
more
you
the
long
abuse
whenever you
from
moved
the
across? Did it take you did you settle in straight away? Did you get on great with the boys straight away?
you
I remember
know-
you telling you told me about one prank where you were running around. You got in trouble early on, didn't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, I did, yeah. I'll tell you about that in a minute. It was actually Adam who, whenever they beat us, he had the cornrows at the time, and Gav turned up after winning the Grand Slam. Henson turned up like Leonardo DiCaprio in The Great Gatsby. He had like the hair slicked back, this cravat on, tanned up. I mean, he almost like hovered into the
He
room.
didn't care though, did he?
He
He
did
didn't-
not
he didn't care
care
what
at
anyone
all.
thought of him. He just-
But I obviously was looking at this guy going, oh, flip, I'm joining these guys. This is the team. But Adam was the first man who came over and took a pint of Guinness and put it on the table
Better got
and
it,
sat
yeah.
beside me and introduced himself.
Pint of Guinness.
Exactly.
He
was in Ireland, of course. And so he was the first man who introduced himself to me. And then it was actually then the first time I went over to the Ospreys, Sean had organised a barbecue. And Mike Phillips and Gav came over and gave me a beer, said hello. So yeah, it was good. They were a good bunch, to be fair. And that is the thing. I think the Irish and the Welsh always get on very well.
Yeah. You looked after him then.
Yeah, no, he was a rock star coming over, wasn't he? So we had to look up.
You
We had to look up.
admitted you didn't know who I was.
Well, yeah, 'cause you elbowed me in the back.
Yeah, that's the only
Yeah.
reason you knew me.
No, well, he was highest paid player, so we had to do something to look after him, really, so it was,
So if he was your best mate, was the white sheep? Did you hate him?
I wasn't
Duncan.
his best mate. No, I got on with him. I wouldn't say he was best mate.
Put up with me.
Getting
bro.
carried away.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It
You
took a bit of...
hung with like Kai and those type of boys, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah. Well, they looked after me, to be fair. I mean, listen, it's quite daunting to go and join a new club and having to try and fit in. And obviously at the time, you just won the Grand Slam, 13 Ospreys in that team. So they were the Galacticos going to join. So, yeah, a lot of pressure on, but a couple of them now made me feel very welcome.
Was JC there with you?
Jerry Collins was there, yeah. He arrived the year after.
Ah, yeah. That's right.
Oh, he had a colourful bunch, didn't he? With the 2E, the white sheep and the black sheep
White
in the
sheep.
front.
All the Munster boys.
The
was there.
brothers,
Oh,
is it?
no, the brothers. Chris Henry rang me
Stringers.
today, and I said we've had one, and I was like, I think we'll talk to him about the image going through the team with Jerry Collins with the blonde hair and all the boys, the fake tan, and he was like, yeah, and his brother Duncan in the front row. And I was like, I don't think they're brothers, man. He said, no, they were brothers.
And
Chris Henry
Hibbard
said
as
me
well.
that.
Hibbard, of course, with the long blonde hair.
It wasn't
and
long.
the tattoos.
It wasn't long, was it?
It would have looked good, though.
It's $1 million now.
Yeah.
Fair bit to him.
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze. Covered in tattoos everywhere. Yeah, he looks good now, Ibs.
And would you keep in touch with all the boys? All the Ospreys lads.
I would chat to a couple of them, yeah, just text messages and stuff. I'm obviously heading over to the match this weekend, so hopefully I'll catch up with a few of them before the game. And yeah, listen, it was a good time, good guys, and yeah, I suppose it's good to kind of be able to keep in touch with different people from different times.
I hated you at the time, I must say.
Well,
When
to
you
be
left,
fair,
when you
he
left.
only he only hated because Trimby under the high ball was a little bit back in those days. It was like a bit of a circus kind of. So he got really grumpy with me one time because we were kicking the ball off, and I think it was Hook at the time was kind of looked across to me and goes, "Who?" And I was like, "He's just over there."
At least disguise it. I know what you're at.
Which one is Trimble?
I was there. It's me, James. Kick it on to me, mate. Work away.
And he had a right huff with me over that. Oh yeah,
Stop telling people I can't catch. That was. We had another fallout when we were in the same team. Do you remember you thought I was being too laid back?
Oh yeah.
And I was kind of like a bit dozy at the start of the game, and then we kicked long, and I wasn't really paying attention. Tommy goes, "Would you get your head out of your arse?" And I replied with the world's worst comeback, which was, "It is out of its arse."
All the supporters are watching us having an argument on the pitch.
You both on the wings though. You were wing, weren't you?
I might have been 13 at the time for a year, but yeah, mostly in the wing. Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, you played
I
the
didn't get much
first
ball
one,
then. I did play a lot of 13 there, yeah, of course.
Did you?
Yeah. Over the Ospreys, I
You
played
did,
13
that's
a lot,
right,
yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
I loved it. Yeah, I played. That was kind of the thing. Over there, I played 13, 15, both wings.
Nicky and Shane, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it was good. Yeah, I got to mix it up, different positions. I think that's a good thing, though. You know, you played obviously at 13. You played in the wing as well, Barry. Sure. I mean, it kind of changes skills up and mixes up. I think it's good.
I played at Lucerne a couple of years ago.
Did you?
Did you?
It's tough. Yeah, it's not quite the 13 to wing, but it's.
But it went back to tight head because you knew that's where the money is.
No, it was retired then.
Boy, I love that money.
He knows.
No, that was when you played with you. That was the big years. I had to say Manny is the best earner there, and you were the best earner, weren't you? So,
No, certainly not.
yeah, it was good times. I enjoyed the Ospreys. We were
Ospreys
shit.
were always up and down. Well, at that stage, fairly consistent, and more so recently. Like one season, class. Next season, really struggling. Like we've hammered them and then got bonus pointed. There's kind of it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, we don't wait.
Welsh rugby's struggling though, isn't it?
It's mental. It's mental. It's a bizarre place. It's yeah. You just don't know what to expect. You just kind of just crack on because you know it's going to be, it's going to be some sort of mess up at some point. So
Yeah.
it's just something always happens. So it's just the boys done well to be in sort of the situation they are, to be honest with you.
It seems to galvanise them, doesn't it? They seem to almost kind of, with all the chaos that's going on,
Yeah,
you
that
can
word's
see
been used a lot, yeah.
Warren Gatland's almost like pulled them in and used it to try and spur them on a little bit.
They probably wouldn't know what's going on because one minute they've joined together, next minute it's like nobody knows. So it's just a bit of a shit show there at the moment. So.
Really?
A sugar show.
A sugar show, if you will, yeah. A sugar show. It's hard to say, yeah.
Sure is a sugar
It's not, but it's Welsh rugby, you get used to it,
Right. So that's the way it's been even when you were there with Gatland, like it was...
Yeah, well, when it first went, we played Munster in like the Celtic League Cup final in Cardiff in 2003 with Neath.
Yeah.
And then it went regional rugby. And then for a year, it was all lovely, we weren't doing particularly well, and then they get rid of Celtic Warriors. And then a couple of years later, there's more stuff. There's always something which they think of changing. But, who knows, huh?
It is what it is. I think the last time, I remember when we were there was chaos, a lot of chaos behind the scenes, coaching-wise, and we ended up winning the league.
That's right.
It does.
Yeah, John
Remember, that was the old school tour, yeah.
Yeah, in Belfast.
Grand Slams seem to come easy to Wales. They just championships probably more so, but
Well, and Grand Slams.
yeah.
Three
Grand Slams.
Three Grand Slams.
Yeah, it was we're a good side, but
This one's kind of come out of nowhere. I know there's been a bit of momentum going in, but still not that many people thought Wales were going to win a Grand Slam.
But we've kind of gone the Irish model with the boys get rested, get looked after a lot better. You know?
Yeah.
So it's not quite the same as Ireland, where the big dogs play like 50 minutes every year and then play high in the cup.
true.
It's not quite that, but it's they look after them a lot better than they do now. So obviously the regional fans get a bit peed off because you don't win many games, but. Yes, it works all right. Since regional rugby, they won 3 Grand Slams, and a championship, so it's not a bad record really.
But the fixtures have fallen very well though for Wales this time around. I mean, Gatland actually said it before that if they can beat France in that first game, he predicted that they would go on to win a Grand Slam because the fixtures were perfectly aligned almost.
I was in the dinner when he said that, and he was half cut. So
He's half cut. He's predicting it.
It can make a big difference, though, doesn't it? When Ireland start, and they might play like Scotland and Italy, and they build in potentially the weaker teams, and then end up playing England on St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. I always feel like there's a little bit of a bonus or an advantage to that.
But we didn't know France were going to be this bad when...
No, but that's what he said the first game. If they can win that first game. And in fairness, the momentum, once you get that first win, that's what the Six Nations is all about. And then also, Ireland have only a 6-day turnaround with this game, where Wales have that extra day. So they have that advantage going into this last game.
So what are you expecting Saturday?
I'm expecting a serious battle. I think that I'm going for an Ireland win. I think it'll be a tight win, 2-3 points. But I think that's going over there. We were arguing with this. I mean, I kind of think that Ireland are slight underdogs going over there. There's not the same pressure on them. Obviously, the weight of expectation on the Welsh team with the opportunity to win a Grand Slam. Ireland can go over there with the confidence of, I suppose, an improved performance against France, and to go over there. And I hope that they have the best game they've had in the championship so far.
Performance is almost even more important for Ireland,
Absolutely.
is it?
Yeah, I think if they can get a good performance, that's the most. I mean, if they were to go to Wales and have a poor performance and lose, I think that could do more damage psychologically than if they were to go over there, a good performance, win or lose. I think it's still, the World Cup's still 5 months away, but to finish on some sort of a high would definitely make it would make things a lot easier.
A good performance and you lose, you'd be happy with that.
Even after but it doesn't really make much difference though. So as long as they play well and they kind of get into their shape, but if they win or lose, it doesn't matter anyway.
Well, they want to win. I mean, Joe Schmidt will be wanting them to win because, you want to give yourself a chance. I mean, and that's it. If they can win, it gives themselves a chance of winning the championship. I mean, the likelihood of Scotland beating England is fairly slim. But never know.
Why not?
Well, they're missing so many players. I mean, their whole back three is out.
Hamish Watson was good.
Fantastic,
Last week. Yeah. I enjoyed Price as well. Scrum half had a good game, and they could pull something out of the bag. But England were so class last week, man. It's be hard to see it.
I think before last night, I think they're the best team, I think, in the championship for me. When you go, especially you chuck Mako back in, who's out on his own, and the Vinopolas, Farrell, these guys, it's just the other side. This get a Taji back in there. Not a bad team.
Well, exactly. With Tuilagi firing Teo in the centre as well, I thought was different to Slade. They're a side to be reckoned with. But anyway, who cares? We're all about Cardiff and the big one. Ireland's big win.
Grand Slam. Another Grand Slam.
Will that be 3 for Alan Wynne then to match you with 3?
It will be
So you secretly don't want that to happen?
Yeah, he's my best pal. Like I want him to win as many as he can possibly do. Yeah. No, it's a good. There's only 7 of us, isn't it? As I said, I've won as many Grand Slams as Ireland's won, so it's not. So it's not like it's not too bad. I'll take that. So.
It hurts.
And with the World Cup in mind, you came pretty close to a World Cup final as well, 2011.
Yeah, it was good. Good win in the quarterfinals. Very good win in the quarterfinals.
We would have got to the final.
Didn't Filsey win round you? Filsey went round you in the corner, didn't he?
I think it was round Darth, I think. And Filsey doesn't half remind me every week. Yeah.
No, well, you guys beat Australia, so we were quite lucky, if anything. You beat them and give us an easier route. But no, it was
that was a disappointing day.
Yeah, it was a hard, tough game. It was in Wellington, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, that was. I mean, both quarterfinals. The last 2 have been involved in have been just heartbreak. Yeah, because we've topped our group both times, given ourselves the best opportunity, and obviously Argentina last time around, Wales before that. I mean, we have been we were the second best team in both of those, definitely, and obviously the results showed that. But I suppose it's going to be, I mean, to think about it, we had Wales and Argentina potentially for Ireland this year. If they get to the quarterfinal, it'll be New Zealand or South Africa, so that's going to be an even bigger challenge.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, that was good. Good day, that was.
Which day?
The quarterfinal. Yeah.
Which win was that?
Yeah, no, just think about it.
You're gazing into
I know there's a big pair of pants over there, and it's just like, what's going on over there? It's just weird.
Yeah, I don't know if
We've never thought to ask.
It just took my eye a bit. That's why.
Match Andrew's socks. You left them there.
Yeah, these are conservative compared to other socks.
The normal
Does he
ones.
give you much clothes?
No.
he gave us a jacket last time he
I
came
did.
in.
Came on, gave them jackets, and
Mine
they
was
never the
too
one
small
since.
for me, so I had to give it to my mother. So she's delighted with it.
Did I? Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I do
Exactly.
the gardening in mine.
I had to give Andrew a gilet because he has really long arms.
Does he?
So at least the gilet kind of.
This is a bad shirt for my arms, actually. It's shrunk, but it's shrunk like in the waist. Swear.
Have you ever thought of going into something like that, clothing range?
No,
No.
not very fashionable to be honest with you. I didn't think you
Beard grooming, kind of like.
Nah, miss. The ship sailed, and the hair thing sailed. I don't know. Maybe it was for bigger men. Maybe ill-fitting. I can't imagine your clothes fit people like me. So
You probably wouldn't be the best model of our gear.
No.
To be fair.
a pair of shoes would be nice though. A pair of shoes would be lovely. You know.
I have been promising you they've been in the post for the last 5 years, I think.
There's probably a pair of Adam Joneses out there.
It might be a pair of Joneses.
Yeah, he's
Who knows
ripped
which
off-
Jones they
He's
are?
ripped off every Irish rugby player.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I got nothing. I got a free pair of Trimbles. Trimbles are crap.
they're the David Trimbles, though.
So that's how
it.
you do?
No.
Oh no.
What?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, they all have names. So obviously, instead of calling them number
sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's a Trimble shoe, and there's a Murphy shoe. Yeah, there probably is.
What's a John Hayes shoe look like?
Well, it might not be a John Hayes.
Wellies.
It's just
They're
a
wellies.
Hayes. Yeah, exactly. No, Donica, I think, got the wellies, and Strings got the little kiddie shoes.
Marcus Horn has to have some of the worst dress sense in world rugby. To like,
Well, I have to give the boat
Clogs.
shoes were David
give him a
Wallace.
pair of clogs or something maybe.
Marcus, listen, it's too late. We're running out of names at this stage. The horns have been done a long time ago.
It's okay. We'll live here.
Do you like to live here?
What? Yeah.
The-
What? would I like to live here? Dublin.
That's a good question.
I don't know you're asking
Would
me.
you ever
You're
see-
just
would-
staring at me like smiling. I don't know. No, I really don't.
Could you ever live in Dublin? Did you ever see yourself coming over here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I live in London at the moment, so it's
Yeah, how's that going?
nice part of the world. Bit different to the valleys in South Wales, but a bit more expensive. But it's good.
How are Harlequins going?
Good. Third. It's all right. Bit of a struggle every now and again, but a little bit of a change up this year. New coach come in. Yeah, it's all right. It's good. It's different. It's boys working a bit harder. Trying to.
Did you go straight from player to coach?
Yeah.
And
So I
did you
signed-
find that difficult?
Not too bad really. No, I signed up there 4 years ago as a mentor to like Kyle Sinclair and these type of guys, you know.
Yeah.
He's done a great job.
Because you know,
Well done.
Too good a job.
one of the best titles in the world. I'll take that.
Yeah, popular guy.
He's a bit loose. He's a bit loose, but no, he's good. He's a good kid at heart. He's really nice. He's a really good kid. He's just gets a bit excited at times.
Doesn't he? Yeah.
He does,
I don't know if I'd be able for that if I was in the field.
It was worrying last weekend. Him and Genge on the field at the same time. I thought, some batter, some Italian boy, yeah. But
Genge is loose as well, is he?
I think so. I don't know him that well, but what I've met stories, he's quite a character.
Is that right?
Yeah, should we say?
Yeah.
But he's actually another from Bristol, nice kid.
Yeah.
Marler's
as
another
well
one.
there, yeah.
Marla's there with us, yeah, Marla. So we got a few, but then we kind
Brown.
Brown, yeah.
A lot of characters in that
Do
team.
you like Brown?
Yeah, sound lad, yeah.
Do you know him?
I actually don't know him off the pitch.
Never met him.
On the pitch, he's one of those people that...
Divides opinion.
Yeah. But competitive, I think.
I would
those-
call
yeah,
him
it's a good thing,
competitive,
yeah.
yeah.
That's fine. There's a lot of people like that.
He's a good player.
Do you do anything outside of rugby now
No,
to keep yourself competitive?
no.
Keep yourself fit, is that what you're trying to say? a roundabout way.
No, I do need to. I stop in the services a lot. But I need to stop that. And I travel down the M4 all the time because my family live in Wales, so I haven't got much time to do much. I should.
Oh, you commute then, do you? Or you?
Yeah. So
Oh, really?
I live got a flat in Guildford and come back and forth. So my wife's a teacher, little one's in school. we should have moved up 4 years ago, really, but don't want to.
Took him from a steak last night.
Oh, mate, unbelievable.
Huge steak. Well, I went for I ordered the same as him, and I'm struggling to move today. But yeah, it was a good steak, wasn't it?
It was lovely. What was it called?
Just a steakhouse in town. Yeah. Ribeye on the bone.
Yeah.
Washed down with a pint of Guinness.
That was lovely.
Will you catch up on Sunday then again, or Saturday as well? Go for a few pints.
Actually,
So, yeah, I think so.
It's a corporate thing on Saturday, are you?
Corporate on Saturday. Yeah, we're meeting actually on Thursday. We're doing something as well.
Yeah.
Okay, some predictions. So not that it matters, fake, but go on. Who do you think? What's the score?
Ireland by 2 points.
2 points.
Wales by 6.
6. Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Ireland by 1.
You are, yeah?
Yeah.
Even tighter. What do you think?
If it's Ireland by 1, you get an ear piercing.
I do.
Yeah, perfect.
No.
It's a deal.
I think Ireland. I think Wales will win.
Do you?
Actually,
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, Wales
Why?
Wales by 5.
Why are you so unpatriotic?
Why not? Tough place to go, obviously, Cardiff, and they're playing well. They've got that bit between the teeth. Good cliche for you there.
Nice.
And yeah, I think we're going for a Grand Slam.
You've lost subscribers because of that. Like, do you realise?
Yeah,
No
but we're
way.
keeping it real though.
Yeah,
That's
you
Yeah.
are true.
the right reason.
Yeah.
Integrity.
Yeah. Not that it matters. Well, we hope you have a great day on Saturday anyway. Best of luck to both teams. Thanks a million for coming in and joining us, lads. We've had a great time.
So have a good fair game on Saturday. Good luck to both teams.
They're like, thanks, Baz.